Welcome to the Bloody Kitchen, you lot. Today, we're ditching the meat and diving headfirst into the world of vegan cuisine. Don't think for a minute that this means boring salads and rabbit food. We're about to blow your mind with 10 easy and delicious vegan meals you can whip up faster than I can tell someone they're a donkey. That's right, each of these recipes takes less than 30 minutes. So, get your aprons on, sharpen your knives, and for God's sake, pay attention. These recipes are so simple that even an idiot sandwich can master them. Let's get cooking, you muppets! First up, we're tackling a crowd-pleaser, vegan tacos. These bad boys are packed with flavor and are quicker to make than a Formula One pit stop. We're talking diced tomatoes, onions, sizzling peppers, all tossed with a sprinkle of chili powder and cumin. And the best part? You can customize these tacos to your liking. Feeling adventurous? Throw in some mango salsa. Want some heat? Dice up some jalapenos. Did you know that Americans devour over 4.5 billion tacos each year? That's enough to circle the globe almost twice. But don't worry, we're not making billions today, just enough to satisfy those rumbling stomachs. Now let's move on to warming up those tortillas. We want them nice and pliable, ready to embrace those delicious fillings. You don't want a soggy mess, do you? Next up, we're ditching the chicken and embracing the mighty chickpea. This chickpea salad is not only simple to make, but it's also packed with protein and fiber, perfect for fueling your body and mind. Forget those bland, boring salads you're used to. This one is bursting with flavor and texture. We're talking creamy chickpeas, crunchy celery, tangy red onions, all coated in a light and zesty dressing. Now, here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that chickpeas have been cultivated for over 7,500 years? That's older than the pyramids. These little legumes have been nourishing people for centuries, and for good reason. Let's get those chickpeas prepped and ready to mingle with the rest of the gang. Remember, we want them cooked but still firm, not mushy like your grandma's overcooked porridge. Right, you lot, we're moving on to dish number 3, and let me tell you, this one's a bloody game changer. We're talking stir-fried tofu with vegetables. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tofu? That bland, wobbly block of nothing? Listen up, you donkey. Tofu's like a blank canvas. It takes on the flavors you give it. We're gonna marinate this bad boy in a fiery ginger and garlic sauce, then toss it in a scorching hot wok with crisp vegetables. You want flavor? We'll give you flavor. This dish is all about speed and simplicity, perfect for those nights when you're in a rush but still want a bloody delicious and nutritious meal. And here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that tofu has been a staple in Asian cuisine for over 2,000 years? That's right, you muppets. This isn't some new age fad diet food. It's a time-tested classic that's packed with protein and essential nutrients. So open your minds and get ready to experience tofu like never before. All right, you hungry lot, listen up. We're about to dive into a dish that's bursting with flavor and color, a true celebration of spring vegan pasta primavera. Now, don't let the fancy name fool you. This recipe is as simple as it gets. We're talking fresh vegetables, herbs, and a light, zesty sauce that'll have your taste buds singing. This dish is all about freshness, so make sure you're using the best quality produce you can get your hands on. We want those vegetables to be crisp, vibrant, and full of life. And don't be shy with the herbs. A generous handful of fresh basil and parsley will add a beautiful aroma and depth of flavor. Now for a fun fact that'll impress your mates at your next dinner party. Did you know that pasta primavera originated in New York City in the 1970s? That's right. This Italian-inspired dish is actually an American invention. It quickly became a favorite among the city's elite, and for good reason. Listen up, you lot. We're moving on to a dish that's packed with protein, flavor, and a whole lot of heartiness. Quinoa and black bean stuffed peppers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stuffed peppers? That's a bit 1970s, isn't it? Well, get those outdated notions out of your head. We're giving this classic dish a modern vegan twist that'll have you licking your plate clean. We're talking fluffy quinoa, hearty black beans, and a medley of spices that'll transport your taste buds straight to Flavor Town. This is comfort food at its finest, but without the guilt. And here's a fun fact to chew on. Did you know that quinoa is actually a seed, not a grain? It's a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids. So not only is this dish delicious, but it's also a nutritional powerhouse. Right, you lot, listen up. We're ditching the meat and piling on the flavor with this bloody brilliant vegan Buddha bowl. Don't let the name fool you. This dish is a flavor explosion waiting to happen. We're talking vibrant colors, fresh ingredients, and a symphony of textures that'll leave your taste buds singing. First things first, we need a base. Quinoa, brown rice, or even some lightly dressed greens will do the trick. Don't even think about overcooking that quinoa. You want it light and fluffy, not a stodgy mess. Next, we're piling on the veggies. Roasted sweet potatoes, crunchy cucumbers, juicy cherry tomatoes. The more variety, the better. Now for the protein. We're going with crispy chickpeas roasted with a touch of smoked paprika. Get those bad boys nice and crispy, none of that soggy nonsense. And for a final touch of freshness, some creamy avocado slices. This bowl is all about balance, you donkeys. A little bit of sweet, a little bit of spice, and a whole lot of freshness. It's a culinary masterpiece that even a vegan can be proud of. All right, you lot, enough with the fancy salads. It's time for some proper comfort food, vegan lentil soup. This ain't your grandma's soup, though. This is a flavor-packed, protein-rich bowl of goodness that'll warm you from the inside out. We're starting with a base of aromatic vegetables: onions, carrots, celery, the holy trinity of flavor. Sweat them down until they're soft and sweet. Then we're adding in our lentils. Now, lentils are a bloody miracle worker in the kitchen. They're cheap, they're versatile, and they're packed with protein and fiber. We're using red lentils for this recipe because they break down nicely and give the soup a lovely creamy texture. Add in some vegetable broth, a bay leaf for depth of flavor, and a pinch of smoked paprika for a touch of smokiness. Let it simmer away until the lentils are nice and tender. This soup is all about layering those flavors, building a symphony of taste that'll have you going back for seconds, even thirds. It's the perfect meal for a cold winter's night or when you're feeling under the weather. All right, you lot, it's time to get your hands dirty and channel your inner sushi chef. Today, we're embarking on a culinary adventure that will not only tantalize your taste buds but also challenge your creativity in the kitchen. So, roll up those sleeves, wash those hands, and let's dive right in. We're diving into the world of vegan sushi rolls. Yes, you heard that right. Sushi doesn't always have to mean fish. In fact, vegan sushi can be just as delicious, if not more so. And it's a fantastic way to enjoy a healthy, plant-based meal. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sushi without fish? It might sound unconventional, but trust me, once you get a taste of these vibrant, flavorful rolls, you'll be hooked. It's all about the right combination of ingredients and a bit of culinary magic. Don't be a bunch of lazy sods. This is your chance to shine in the kitchen. Embrace the challenge and let your inner chef come to life. Remember, cooking is as much about having fun as it is about creating something delicious. This is where your creativity comes into play. Think of sushi as a blank canvas, and you are the artist. The possibilities are endless, and the only limit is your imagination. So let's get those creative juices flowing. First things first, we need to master the art of sushi rice. This is the foundation of any good sushi roll, and getting it right is crucial. The rice should be sticky enough to hold together but not so mushy that it loses its texture. Rinse that rice until the water runs clear. This step is essential to remove excess starch and ensure that your rice cooks evenly. It might take a few rinses, but patience is key here. Then cook it to perfection, sticky but not mushy. Use a rice cooker if you have one, as it makes the process much easier. If not, a pot on the stove works just fine. Just keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't overcook. While it's cooling, let's prep our fillings. Avocado, cucumber, carrots, and don't forget the red peppers. These ingredients add a burst of color and flavor to your rolls, making them not only tasty but also visually appealing. Red peppers, thinly sliced and ready to roll. The key here is to slice everything thinly and evenly, so it fits nicely into your sushi rolls. Take your time with this step. Precision is important. Now, for the star of the show, our nori seaweed sheets. These are what hold everything together and give your sushi that classic umami flavor. Make sure you have a good quality nori for the best results. These babies are packed with umami flavor and provide the perfect canvas for our vegan creations. They add a subtle sea-like taste that complements the fresh vegetables beautifully, and provide the perfect canvas for our vegan creations. Lay your nori sheet shiny side down on a bamboo mat. This will help you roll the sushi tightly and evenly. Lay your nori sheet shiny side down. Spread a thin layer of sushi rice, leaving a small border at the top. This border will help seal the roll once it's rolled up. Spread a thin layer of sushi rice, making sure it's even and not too thick. You want just enough to cover the nori, but not so much that it overpowers the other ingredients, leaving a small border at the top. This will help seal the roll once it's rolled up. Now it's time to add our fillings. This is where the fun begins. Get creative with your fillings, layer them up, and don't be afraid to mix and match different ingredients. The more colorful and varied, the better. Get creative with your fillings, layer them up, and make sure each bite is packed with flavor. Think about the textures and flavors that will complement each other. And then, using a bamboo rolling mat, roll that sushi like your life depends on it. The key is to roll it tightly and evenly, so everything stays in place. Roll that sushi like your life depends on it. Don't be afraid to apply a bit of pressure. You want those rolls to be nice and tight. This will ensure that they hold together when you slice them. Don't be afraid to apply a bit of pressure. You want those rolls to be nice and tight. This will ensure that they hold together when you slice them. And there you have it, your very own vegan sushi rolls, ready to be enjoyed. You want those rolls to be nice and tight. And there you have it, your very own vegan sushi rolls, ready to be enjoyed. Serve them with a side of soy sauce, pickled ginger, and wasabi for the full sushi experience. Enjoy! Avocado toast, you've seen it everywhere, haven't you? It's the dish that has taken the world by storm, popping up in cafes, brunch spots, and even on your social media feed. But what makes this simple dish so irresistible? It's the darling of Instagram, the brunch king, and for good reason. The vibrant green of the avocado against the golden brown of the toast is a visual treat, making it a favorite for food photographers and influencers alike. It's simple, it's fresh, and even a donkey could make it. But simplicity doesn't mean it's lacking in flavor or sophistication. In fact, the beauty of avocado toast lies in its versatility and the quality of its ingredients. But don't let the ease fool you. This dish is packed with flavor. The creamy texture of the avocado, the crunch of the toast, and the myriad of toppings you can add make each bite a delightful experience. We're talking creamy avocado, a touch of spice, maybe a hint of citrus, all piled onto a beautiful slice of toasted bread. The combination of flavors and textures is what makes avocado toast so special. Listen, I've had some disastrous dishes in my time, but this is foolproof. Even if you're not a seasoned chef, you can whip up a delicious avocado toast in minutes. This is a symphony of simplicity. It's the kind of dish that makes you wonder why you bother with anything else. The satisfaction of making something so delicious with minimal effort is unparalleled. It's the kind of dish that makes you wonder why you bother with anything else. The creamy avocado, the crispy toast, and the endless possibilities for toppings make it a go-to meal for any time of the day. And the beauty is, you can customize it to your liking. Whether you prefer it simple with just a sprinkle of salt and pepper or loaded with toppings, the choice is yours. A sprinkle of chili flakes for a kick, adding a bit of heat to balance the creaminess of the avocado, some cherry tomatoes for sweetness, providing a burst of freshness and color, or even a poached egg for the protein fiends. The runny yolk adds a rich velvety texture that complements the avocado perfectly. The key here is using ripe avocados. You want them to be just right, not too hard, not too soft. The perfect avocado should yield slightly to gentle pressure. You don't want something that resembles a tennis ball, hard and unyielding. An unripe avocado will ruin the texture and flavor of your toast. You want it soft, yielding, ready to be smashed onto your toast. The creamy consistency is what makes avocado toast so indulgent. And speaking of toast, don't be afraid to get a little color on that bread. A well-toasted slice provides the perfect crunchy contrast to the smooth avocado. A bit of char adds a lovely smoky depth to the whole dish. It enhances the overall flavor profile, making each bite more satisfying. Now, did you know that the avocado, that gorgeous green fruit, is actually a single-seeded berry? It's true. This little fact adds a fun twist to your meal, making it not just delicious, but also interesting. So you're not just having breakfast, you're having a botanical marvel. Each bite is a celebration of nature's bounty, a reminder of the simple pleasures in life. Get that on toast, why don't you? The next time you're looking for a quick, delicious, and Instagram-worthy meal, remember the humble avocado toast. It's more than just a trend. It's a testament to the beauty of simplicity and the joy of good food. Pancakes, the breakfast of champions. There's something universally comforting about a stack of pancakes, isn't there? Whether it's a lazy Sunday morning or a special occasion, pancakes have a way of making everything feel just a bit more special. Fluffy, golden stacks of heaven, just begging for a drizzle of maple syrup. Imagine the syrup cascading down the sides, pooling at the bottom, ready to be soaked up by each delicious bite. And the best part? You can achieve this level of pancake perfection without cracking a single egg. That's right, no eggs, no dairy, just pure plant-based goodness. That's right, vegan pancakes are here to rock your world. They're not just for vegans, they're for anyone who loves a good pancake. And trust me, once you try these, you might never go back. Forget everything you thought you knew about dry, rubbery vegan substitutes. These pancakes are a game changer. They're moist, tender, and oh so fluffy. These pancakes are light, airy, and bursting with flavor. Each bite is a little piece of heaven, with a texture so perfect you won't believe they're vegan. The secret? Well, it's all about the right combination of ingredients and a little bit of technique. We're talking about the perfect blend of flour, baking powder, and a touch of sweetness. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it. From mixing the batter to cooking them just right, I've got you covered. We're talking about a simple batter whisked to perfection with just the right amount of lift. The key is to not overmix. You want to keep it light and airy. No soggy bottoms here, just pure pancake bliss. Each pancake should be golden brown, with a slight crisp on the edges and a soft, fluffy center. And the beauty of it is, you can customize these bad boys to your heart's content. The possibilities are endless. Add some blueberries for a burst of sweetness and a touch of antioxidants to start your day off right. Chocolate chips for a decadent treat, perfect for those mornings when you need a little extra indulgence. Or even chopped nuts for a bit of crunch. Walnuts, pecans, or almonds can add a delightful texture and a nutty flavor that complements the pancakes perfectly. Now, did you know that the ancient Greeks were whipping up pancakes over 3,000 years ago? They called them taganites and enjoyed them with honey and curdled milk. That's right, pancakes are practically historical artifacts. They've been a beloved dish across cultures and centuries, evolving into the delicious variations we enjoy today. So go ahead, take a bite and transport yourself back in time. Enjoy the rich history and the modern twist of these vegan pancakes. Each bite is a celebration of culinary evolution and a testament to the timeless appeal of pancakes. Well, there you have it, 10 vegan dishes that are anything but boring. From spicy tacos to comforting lentil soup and fluffy pancakes, there's something for everyone to enjoy. And the best part? They're all incredibly easy to make, even for the most hopeless cooks out there. So what are you waiting for? Get in the kitchen and start cooking. And don't forget to share your culinary masterpieces with me. I might even be impressed. Thanks for watching. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.